The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in.
Come closer. I dare you.
He sniffs. He snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me. You would mock the beast after crawling into its mouth?
The dog's growls intensify and transform into a rhythmic rasp that mimics laughter. You swear you see the ground behind him momentarily churn and tremble.
Not one step further. I know what you want here, but Can has already laid claim to it. Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls. The earth beneath you vibrates, a dirge plucked on the strings of a rotting lute.
Necrotic Troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate. The earth opens for thee.
dog spirit rolls his head around, gawking at the ground and sky as if he's never seen them before, then locks his eyes on yours. He snarls, unconvincingly.
I am death. Anathema, it will be ours. The masses will tremble. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade. Yes, the masses tremble at the necrohound's might. We will retrieve Anathema. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade.
He moves to lick his haunches and seems taken aback by his own translucence.
Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, we will slay living and undead alike. There will be no mercy.
The canine spirit lifts his head to howl, but can barely manage a whimper. He tucks his tail between his legs, shocked at his own impotence.
So still here. Like the air itself's been petrified.
You scrape your finger along the statue and note the dust that coats it. It's haunted this tomb for some time, it seems. The petrified woman cannot speak, but her eyes glow with the fury of the sun.
Rich, cursed by a coffin and rescued by a tree hugger. The indignity.
She huffs in annoyance and rolls her eyes.
Oh, all this trouble, and for nothing. Never figured I'd need frost armor. You want me to spoil the story before you see how it ends? I'd never be so rude.
She purses her lips and coyly tilts her head.
Oh, but do forgive me. I haven't offered you proper thanks.
She bows in insincere reverence. Her arm rests on her back, hand mere inches from her staff. She rises from her bow, the deep blue veins on her...
Oh, honey, anathema's out there, and I'm not keen on competition if you get my drift.
A jolt of cursed fire flares from her staff.
Especially me.
spirit's lip curls upwards. She opens her mouth as if to speak, but her words fade in the tomb's chill. Her lips undulate and her tongue waggles. Some words you can piece together. Blade, tomb, bastard. The longer you gaze, the more your inner source churns. You are drawn into her, her mind, her body, her past. They are no longer hers, but yours. You sit at a fire. At your left lies a black dog, basking in the warmth. Others huddle behind you. A young elf, a grizzled dwarf, and a skeleton, an undead. You hold a parchment up to the light and point at it. It is there that anathema can be found. The sky is dark, and the roaring fire is now a sad flicker. The others lie around it in a circle, but you hear no snores. Their chests neither rise nor fall. Their eyelids never twitch. You look to your left. The dog's yellow eyes lock with yours, and the two of you turn from the ring of corpses. And you gasp as you are thrust into the present. You take a few deep heaves, then glance at the spirit. Her mouth continues to gabble, but you're grateful that only silence reaches your ears.
Pray, speak. In the meantime, though, let us search for the Red Princess.
Nothing but bone dust. Even the petrified aren't immune to the ravages of time, it seems.
Won't budge. Too heavy. Too heavy.
my sun-baked friend. Any luck in old lady Surrey's tomb? Poor thing. Feeling your advancing age, are you? No matter. I don't mind repeating myself if I must. I'll even use language any simpleton can understand. Find the tomb where Joanna Surrey is buried. Retrieve the mysterious heirloom that was buried with her. Bring it to me.
Tarquin sighs.
I hate to sound so condescending, but sometimes it pays to be straightforward. I'm sure you agree. Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. But such is the way of it. Alas, I am stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the periphery. Well, that's a relief. Not the most accommodating sorcerer I've known. Still, I'd sooner toil outside the gates than in. His aura leaves a most unpleasant aftertaste.
He places his hand on the artifact, and it drones in the demonic tongue. When, as one, I am slayer of sin and the bane of the living, restore my twin, make me whole. The object continues. In archive of old the blade resides, an isle of blood where demons abide.
It's true, then. Anathema, within reach. Tell me, is this all there was? There weren't any other curios in there? But of course. I consider it my scholarly duty to know what I can of them. Surely you of all people understand the quest for knowledge.
He breathes a long, lugubrious sigh.
It's time I leveled with you. This is the hand grip of the fabled anathema. A sword capable of annihilating anyone. Even a divine. Imagine it. Holding in your hand a force that could wipe away sun and shadow. A sword of life and death, miracle and sin. A sword of atonement. I can restore anathema to working condition. But this is only half of it. We still need the blade. How fortunate that the hilt has already told us where to find it. Blood Moon Island. Fascinating. And it told you exactly where to find it. Histories are wildly incomplete. But now I have a better picture of how anathema came to be. An exorcised demon living in a sword of glass. The hilt was brought here by one of the many Surreys. Not surprised. None of them sound too bright. I can't imagine having even half a demonic sword around was very healthy for that feeble-minded family. They probably winced whenever a black cat came around. Well, well, well. You've got spirit to go with those smarts. Blood Moon Island awaits, my friend. It's a bit of a jaunt, but this gives me time to prepare my workspace. We'll catch up on the Lady Vengeance, yes?
Tarquin doesn't wait for an answer. His attentions are already turned elsewhere. spirit's lips move rapidly, but you hear little beyond the hip. The animals argue on.
Dog.
Oh, cat.
Dog.
Oh, you're impossible.
The animals argue.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
can't win, can I?
The animals are.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
oh, you're in.
The animals argue on.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
oh,
The animals argue.
Dog. Dog.
see why I'm.
Scratching the pole does wonders for your nails. The animals argue on.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
oh, you're in. master loves you more than he loves me, then, Dot, you're a bigger idiot than you look.
Master's the master. Master knows the dog is better than the cat. Master says good dog. Does Master say good cat? No.
The cat gives the dog a long, languid look of carefully disguised contempt. Then she...
Settle an argument for us. Dog's body here thinks that because the master is grateful for his, meaning the dog's, mindless devotion, he loves his dog more than he loves his cat. I, on the other hand, know full well that it's the master's admiration for my general bearing.
Master loves his dog. Master thinks his cat is cool, not the same thing.
You're a moron.
No, I'm not. I'm black-brown.
See what I'm dealing with? Come on, settle the argument. Tell him he's wrong. There you go, Dot. Listen to the nice fellow.
I don't get it.
Dot sniffs at the collar, recognizes it as his own. His ears fold and his head drops. A hangdog expression appears upon his face.
I suppose that makes sense. I'm all sad now. I think I might have done something wrong. My last master would have died for me. I know he would. I know because he did die for me.
Come on, Dot. We'll go kill rats or something. Take your mind off it. Here you are. As a token of my gratitude, there's a shiny what's-it under the bath upstairs might be of interest to you. People seem to like that sort of thing, and I'm done playing with it. Goodbye, and good luck to...
Now is not the time for a bath. Now is not the time for a bath.